Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I've got the sunshine beaming on me and I thought to myself maybe I need rejuvenating because I've got my grab a cup of sunshine, Little Miss Sunshine cup. And then I went to look at the bottom of the deck and it's the star card about rejuvenating your energy. Anyway, the sun can remain. I still don't feel like doing a pick a pile yet. I think we need to have a review of the year at some point. That's either today or tomorrow. Unconditional love. Okay, let's let this flow. Let's let this flow. This unconditional love. Oh, I feel like I'm going to do two sides. Okay. So we've got the Ace of Cups on one side here. Letting it flow, the emotions. This side's very free-flowing. It's like the penny dropped, just wanting peace. Peace and prosperity. Let's look at this side. This side we've got the Hierophant. There's masculines here, learning, being mentors. No, they're being mentored, sorry. This side, there's masculines being mentored by the government. That's what it felt like. Oh, the spiritual government. Okay. They're listening. They are listening. The Ace of Cups here is in the sunshine side, and then we've got the Hierophants. They do remind me of like a bit like Tweedledee and Tweedledum. I don't know, or maybe the Chuckle Brothers. It's just, they've got like kind of dungarees on. Let's look at unconditional love. The King of Swords. Okay, and you can come out, okay. And the Two of Wands. So now we have a masculine energy on this side. And he's thinking, he's a little frustrated, he's having to tame his temper. He doesn't really want to come into the light. He has his fist clenched a little bit. This gentleman's not married. Two of Wands. He could be planning that. As soon as we have the Hierophant. Okay. It's a declaration of love. Authority over here. The Divine Masculines are maybe kind of preparing a speech. How to come forth. And declare their love. Let's look what the Hierophant's doing over here with the masculines. They're teaching them some key points. Regarding the connection, how to handle the connection. They might keep getting it wrong, but I feel that there's the patience there. But we do have like Leo, the strength of Leo here. Leo's very patient. They're quite balanced. That's a good teacher, a good mentor, Leo. One of the fixed signs. the most fixed of the fixed signs. But they kind of stay neutral. I was married to a Leo. Oh, okay. Well, the Ten of Pentacles, the legacy came out, and then there's the moon. So I feel as if, okay, we're going to have to get this into the light. So this is how it was looking, with like a gap in the middle. And the moon goes in there. Is that where the moon goes? Okay. I feel as if the masculines are trying to bypass, not being completely open and honest. They still have fears. Regarding some situations they still need to handle. So this is about, like, there's a fear here of actually telling the Divine Feminine the whole truth. And I feel that's what's kind of maybe stressing him out. It's like you can't bypass. This has to be an authentic, open communication, relationship. Okay, let's move to the unconditional love again. And I feel this might be where the pennies dropped. It's easier to allow it to flow. Feels here it's kind of going to be easier to be authentic than to keep up with, I don't know, your secrets. I don't know what wanted to come out then, but I put it back in. We've got feeling worthy, wanting to be recognised. This horse is looking a little bit sheepish at the masculine here. As if maybe, are you being truly authentic here? And then we have emotional loss. So I feel as if this is something that the Divine Masculine just doesn't want to talk about. It's going to be hard to talk about. It may make him feel sick, having to discuss it. But I feel like he really does know. He does know that it needs to flow. Okay. I think I'm going to call the title of this video, The Divine Masculine Knows. It's time to let it flow. So we've got the Hermit here. I was going to say we've got Hermitage, where all this contemplating, thinking, studying, learning. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, who's still kind of, I don't know, screwing his hand. He's screwing his hand up, or feeling angry at oneself. He's screwing his face up, looking at the pentacle. This is like, it needs to be the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Oh, maybe that's the promise the Divine Masculine has to make to himself and to Divine. I promise to tell the whole truth. Then nothing but the truth. Is that right? I promise to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. And it just has to be the Divine Masculine's truth here for the resurrection. Okay. Well, I feel like we're leaving it there with these. What's the bottom? Justice. It comes back on you. Secrets, lies, things that are hidden will come to light. It's best not to have any secrets. Secrets are things that we're normally ashamed of. We have to address why we're ashamed of them. Justice. Okay, I've got the Channel of Love cards out, and that's because they were like poking. Sorry, Lily. She was behind me. They were like poking, I don't know, they were kind of hanging out. Okay, let's see what these cards would like to say. Well, 2 songs by the same artist, Alexander O'Neill. You're a fake, baby. You can't conceal it. 'Cause how do I know? 'Cause I can feel it. You're a fake, baby. That's just saying there's no point being fake. The divine feminine. My daughter said this last night. I was out solving, trying to, I don't know, mediate. If you really want to know if the universe can really shift people, it happened straight after my live yesterday. It was like, holy fucking shit, I wouldn't want to fuck with the universe at the moment. Because I had to go out. It was like, I don't know, like divine delivery. Like I had to kind of be there to, I'm not even going there. Okay. Timing. But my eldest daughter was there, and we was having a kind of conversation. And it was about me. Actually, I will tell you what it was, is that I had a divine masculine say to me, you do know that everyone's kind of afraid of you, scared of you. And I said, I do know this. You do know that there's no need to. And my eldest daughter said, it's because you can't lie to her. And I was like, yeah, it sucks a little bit, but I can see straight through it. It doesn't mean I say, but I kind of, they pick up the vibe that I kind of know that they're bullshitting. Not that I would ever judge any of them anyway, but they know that nothing really slips by me. So, fake, Alexander O'Neill. And then criticise. It was like, don't criticize my friends, criticize my ideals, don't criticize my lifestyle. I'm fed up, 'cause all you wanna do is criticize. Okay, so those 2 songs. That might be what the divine masculine really feels, is that the divine feminine is like constantly criticising. If the divine masculine feels like he's being criticised, that's within him. He's like, maybe he's expecting to be criticised. So it's kind of like, okay. Well, that makes sense to me. Hence, I was also having a conversation late last night, early hours of this morning. And I was speaking with a lady who's just going through something, and there were some things that have been said to her that kind of triggered her. When I said to her, you have to actually have a look and see that the words that they're saying is they're just actually telling you what's going on with them. And she messaged me this morning and said, thank you, because now I've got more clarity on it, because she was kind of looking into their words and thinking, but this, you know, and actually like getting other people to confirm that, you know, is this true what they're saying? And I said, can't you see that actually that's just how they're behaving? So that if you're thinking that people are criticising you, that's you that's taking it personally. So it means that you've been triggered. The divine feminine will trigger the fuck out of the divine masculine for personal growth. Not intentionally. Most of it's divinely directed. They don't understand why they say certain things, but it's normally that at some point it would trigger the divine masculine to go back and think about that. In a way, it's to stir him up. But, and give him lots of things to kind of think about, which is what happens. But instead of facing really what's been triggering him, it's easy to kind of, the ego comes in and you kind of do a runner rather than face it, which kind of come in with last night. It was like, you do know everyone's afraid of you. So I don't really know why, but yes, I get why. But, hey, the awakening of the student. I'm gonna get my Sharpie. Haven't got a Sharpie. I've got a fountain pen. We're going to put this in now because it's penciled in, and I think really the student can really awaken. So I'm going to do this now. Hello, Lily. We're just going to write on here I'll have to rubber this out, erase this out later. The awakening. Let's wake these masculines up. The awakening of the student. Hold on a minute, Treacle. I'm going to give it an exclamation. No, don't give it an exclamation mark. Give it a little full stop. Lily, I don't think that's happening, sweet pea. You can go and, okay, yep, you might be able to sit there. That's what I felt like last night, dealing with a load of teenage kids. Seriously. I don't know, do I have them in all corners? No. Oh, my ears are ringing. And it's 11 minutes past 1. 1311. It's time for that resurrection. Okay, the awakening of the student. I felt like them ringing bells was like, first of all, I thought it was like time for school. I thought, no, it might just be home time. It's time for the masculines to go home. Okay. Through the veil of illusion. That might have done it. This is accepting the journey. And that there's so much to discover. It's very fascinating. Look how yesterday, was it yesterday I picked up on the 1221 or the 1212s? 12? 21. There's something about that number, that sync. We're going to get one more. I'm going to pull some oracle. Bliss. 6. Harmony with the lovers. And the ego turns to God. The surrender there with the judgment. And it brings us all the way back to the sunshine. Allow it to flow and it will all be perfect. It will find its own harmony. It's the pressure, it's the force that kind of creates more tension between the yin yang. You allow them to flow back. It's like into place naturally. You'll find that it's a perfect fit. Okay, let's get some oracle. What should we use as in oracle cards? I feel maybe like using some cards that I haven't used for a while. So I think we'll use a chakra oracle card. Okay. Confusion. I think this card's going to explain this quite fantastically, because definitely about going home. I believe this card says about how this person leaves home and they go looking. I believe they talk about for the love, and they kind of get through the mist and they turn around and go back home. And I said it felt like it was the ringing, like home time. Confusion. A silver cloud. Every silver lining has a cloud. Oh, and I went to pick up the Hermit. The legend. Jana climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. There is another man waiting in the wings. There always is. Silver cloud surrounds her, and it is cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. She reaches the summit. Let me just get Lily down. Good girl. She's just a bit confused. Reminds me of seeing the masculines through that smoke as well, that mist, yesterday. Okay. There is another man waiting in the wing. I'm going to go back and completely start from the beginning. Jana climbs Faith Mountain in dense fog, wondering whether her decision to leave her boyfriend was the right one. There is another man waiting in the wings, there always is. Silver cloud surrounds her, and it is cold and scary. Despite her confusion, she keeps climbing. As she reaches the summit, the fog clears, revealing the town far below. With Silver Cloud's help, she has journeyed much farther than she realised. She now knows what to do. She begins the long journey home to reclaim her love. Inspiration. Through the willingness to be in confusion, we find clarity. There is nothing to solve. Meditation and quiet time will bring clarity. Can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? That was the personal inquiry. Can I see confusion as a good thing? Can I learn to let go of needing an immediate outcome? Key ideas: allowing confusion, spiritual support, consequences of actions, finding love. Keywords: clarity, support and revelation. Okay, the meditation is close your eyes and visualise the room you are in. Focus on one object in the room. When you are relaxed, sense the presence of the silver cloud. When the object is no longer visible in your mind's eye, relax even more deeply and breathe. You are in a place of not knowing. It is completely safe. It is a completely safe environment. Ask for the highest good and this shall be revealed. Okay, let's get another one from here. Okay, there's two. Faith. Let's read this first. You feel like you might fall off my lap. You're kind of perched on now. You practicing your balance, Sim? Just on one leg? Yeah, it's very good. Okay. Royal purple brick. I am more than I think I am. Peggy is terrified. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it is preventing her from moving forward. She cries out for help. The great spirits appear and tell her that she is holding a royal purple brick, thinking it is a wall. They encourage her to place the brick back in the path and ask her not to give up on life. Peggy lowers the brick to the ground and courageously steps forward. Her future lights up. Felt like yesterday it was like the divine masculines were making like mountains out of molehills, and we have walls being built here by the divine feminines, and it's just a brick. It's like, put it down, carry on. I don't even, this is like my husband coming through, because I never ever got into Pink Floyd, but he was, and it's like another brick in the wall. So I never watched the video to it either, or if it's a film, I'm not sure. So I know some of the music, I would be able to recognise it because he used to play it, but I wasn't into Floyd, but that just come through. So thank you for anyone that resonates. Okay, the inspiration. What frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. Personal inquiry. I have a tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? Ooh, found that sunshine today. Okay. Key ideas: narrow focus, miracles all around, not following wise counsel, not accepting your gifts, using energy in a self-defeating way. When I said that this was kind of like the government, the council's taken over here with the divine masculines. A little reminder for the divine feminines here as well. With the amethyst here, all is well. Okay. The keywords are gifts, muse, and fear. They can be. I've just said about how people find me quite scary. A bit afraid of what I kind of know. What I sense. Meditation. This is the time to let go and recognise your own gifts. Thank your guides for protecting you and not allowing you to give up. This is the first step in communicating and sharing with the world. The royal purple brick is a part of your path, not the entire journey. Okay, let's look at this other one. Prayer. Oh, it's like the lemonade I had yesterday, but they haven't got cherries in theirs, and I didn't have lemons in mine, or ice cubes, or a straw. Look like they've got theirs in a pint glass. Okay. What's going on in the city? It's like they're taking... Well, I don't know, because I feel as if like the... I don't often really examine these cards and see what's going on in the pictures, the oracles. But I feel like it's a bit of a vision. You've got the city there. Feels like someone might have to make a choice between the city life, country life, prayer. This chapter's about, the yellow chapter's about exploring your thought processes. Cool lemonade, my prayers are answered. An old man sits on his porch with his grandson, sipping lemonade and reminiscing. Who's going out? Lily, very slowly. Where's she sneaking off to? Okay. An old man sits on his porch with his grandson, sipping lemonade and reminiscing. He'd wanted to be a travelling preacher. Excuse me. He'd been all set to leave home, but his father reminded him to pray for guidance. That very night his father died, and the man realised that Spirit was telling him to stay. Now his grandson appreciates the lemonade, and the old man smiles. He never regretted staying on the farm. I feel here this is about whatever the divine has lined up for you, you can't really have any regrets. It's all for a reason. That not until later on you kind of get to appreciate. Okay. Inspiration. Cool lemonade is a reminder that there is always a plan. If you were sidetracked from your path, then you will be guided back to your true calling. And I feel as if the masculines just want to go home. Okay. The personal inquiry. If my most powerful thoughts are a form of prayer, how can I live in active prayer? Key ideas. All prayers are answered, following where life leads and being of service and fulfillment. Keywords: clarity, destiny, and authenticity. I feel like the divine masculine wants to be able to share authentic stories. Stories that aren't secrets, that aren't hidden. Be authentic. Especially like for the next generation. Okay. Meditation. Knowing that you cannot take anything with you when you leave the earth. That thoughts create your world. Think now of the things that make you happy. Having all that you desire begins with taking what you need at the right time. Trust that you will be offered the best. Whether or not you take what is offered is entirely up to you. And the masculines know that. It is a surrender here, through the veil of illusion, to the bliss, the harmony of the lovers, and the ego turns to God. Okay. Let's see what else we can pull. I'm going to get a law of attraction card. Little home there again. My inner being guides me through my emotions. Let's give these a shuffle. I can change my life by changing my thoughts. Okay. 13 wants to slide off. My life is unlimited in every respect. Okay. Very kind of the same as well, like it's kind of poppies there, it's just like meadows. Okay, so let's read this one first. I recognise that my life is unlimited in every respect. Okay, we'll read this one first. I recognise that I am unlimited in all facets of my life. I see my financial balance is unlimited. So nothing I am choosing is limited by money. For I know I am a magnet, and I attract whatever level of prosperity, health, and relationships I choose. And that's exactly what I said here. Peace and prosperity is what was wanted on this side. I recognise that I am really got to get these words out, guys. Okay. I recognise that I am unlimited in all facets of my life. I see my financial balance as unlimited, so nothing I am choosing is limited by money. For I know I am a magnet, and I attract whatever level of prosperity, health, and relationships I choose. We got it out in the end. Stumbling, stuttering. About love. I can change my life by changing my thoughts. By choosing a thought that feels slightly better than the thoughts that you have been thinking, you can gradually change the direction of your thoughts. By focusing upon a better feeling thought, the law of attraction will respond to that thought, and therefore the balance of your thoughts will now improve. So much about balance here, the awakening of the student. Okay, what's next? Let's have a heal yourself card today, I think. Self-love on the bottom there. It's like it keeps carrying on from last time. Last time it was like love on the bottom from the previous reading, and we've got self-love. So, time to get these cards out again. Unleash your creativity, card number 31. It says here, so I'm looking at the law of attraction cards, the law of attraction cards. I tend to say to people the most successful person is the happiest. And it says, to the degree I am happy, I am successful. 32. Okay, let's look at unleash your creativity. Oh, we've opened it straight up. I like that. It's just a little message as well. Your creativity, talents and abilities are your most powerful assets. Allow your imagination to roam without limits and access new ideas without judging them. It is time for you to be innovative and birth unique creations. If you are feeling stuck, get up and move. Try new things, meet new people, read books, paint, etc. Concentrate on the area of your life where you need to be creative. Are you a great singer who needs to share your talents with others? Do you have an affinity with gardening? Can you tell powerful stories? Are you technically minded? Can you whip up amazing meals? What is your special flavour of creativity? Whatever it is, give yourself permission and the time to be inventive. The more creative you allow yourself to be, the more fulfilled you are going to feel. There's so much about working on your authenticity. Okay? Just allowing that spark, that flame, that creative flame that you are to start shining quite bright, because we're getting ready for 2020. Okay, I think we're all starting to settle now into acceptance of who we are and the impact that we can and do have. Okay, so action. Focus on a challenge. Ask yourself, is this true, or are there other points of view I can adopt in relation to this issue? Take some pencils and pens and draw these options. Took my pen today, look. It was in pencil, now it's in pen. Okay. Then stand up and ask your higher intelligence to show you new ways of doing things. Put on some music and dance. When the song ends, ask yourself, what other possibilities and creative ideas can I access? Take a pen and paper and write them down. We are very much getting creative now. I love it. Okay. I don't really want to get another one from there. Heal yourself. Unleash your creativity. Unleash your magic. I thought it was Lily, it's Jasper. Hi, Jasper. Okay. Sacred Spirit reading card. I want to put them back in, but I know I'm not allowed to. I want to put them back in because I know I'm not allowed to. But it's given me to. Okay, so maybe there's one for each side. I'm not sure. Let's have a look. Let's do it like that. I say I'm not allowed to, but Divine says I'll regret it if I don't. If I don't look at them, I'll be questioning myself. So let's see. I'm not that psychic. I can't really see what's underneath. Let's have a look. Number 17, Galactic Healer. Move forward with an open mind. Wow, this is a real trancey card going on here. See if I get it in the light. Violet, that looks like you're drawing, you're painting. Violet knows what I'm talking about. Does it not? Anyway, okay. Well, you know a little. Well, no, quite a lot. It's okay. Don't look back. Move forward with an open mind. We exist within a multiverse with multiple realities. Anything is possible if we set our mindset accordingly. Reaching beyond limitations and what is currently visible to us enables humanity to continually evolve as a species. Sacred symbols, ancient architecture, and medicine have been inspired by astrological phenomena. You may find yourself searching for knowledge on ancient healing practices, energy work, or light-based information such as DNA coding, energetic downloads, sacred symbols and self-healing techniques. A guiding hand of a star or galactic healer can facilitate profound healing. Don't be surprised where you're sent, like me last night being sent out. I said about I felt like I was a mediator, so it's like facilitating it. So a guiding hand of a star or galactic healer can facilitate profound healing. Experiencing frequent ringing in the ears unusual hot flushes, or perhaps knowing answers to questions you have little experience or knowledge of will take focus as you adjust to this higher resonance. Okay. Born healers and psychics may experience deep soul activations as galactic healers are present in your life right now. You may feel particularly connected to Palladium, Orion, or Arcturian energy, and it is strongly recommended you discover more about this connection now. Honour your own connection, for at last this may identify why you have felt so isolated and misunderstood in life. Well, I got that answer yesterday when it was like, I knew people were quite scared of me, but to actually be told it like in quite a serious way is because I trigger. But hey, you may already feel strongly connected to the times of ancient Egypt, Atlantis, and ancient Lemuria. Now is the time to reawaken your inner knowing and the ancient knowledge that already resides within you. Know that a deep awakening is occurring now, and you must acknowledge how far you have already come in this journey of life. While remembering past life experiences can be adventurous to understanding our psyche, it is important to remember you can only integrate healing towards this level in the present moment through conscious thought. Try not to get lost in these connections. You must remember that your time now is in the present, and you must incorporate and embrace these aspects of you if you wish to further your understanding of self and share healing and knowledge with others. So it's definitely something I need to have a look at. It said that you may feel particularly connected to the Palladium, Orion and Arcturian energy, and it is strongly recommended that you discover more about this connection now. Okay, so the shadow aspect is arrogance, oppressive leadership, irrational behaviour. The sacred crystal is a moldavite. The angel assistance is Archangel Raphael, deep physical, emotional and spiritual healing. Right, okay, here's your affirmation. I reawaken my soul's desire to learn and grow beyond existing limitations. I said this shit was getting crazy. It's just how you handle it. Those eyes are really hypnotising. Look at the rainbow effect in them. (11) Dark night of the soul. Life brings, excuse me, new meaning. Healing crisis. Life brings new meaning. The dark night of the soul is a deep-seated human experience that can be deeply traumatic, filled with sadness and melancholy. That's what we've been picking up on, guys. This card here. It's like afraid of the light, wanting to touch it. I swear I can hear the cards crackling here. What's that noise? Okay. It's like the crackling of a fire. The dark night of the soul is a deep-seated human experience that can be deeply traumatic, filled with sadness and melancholy. This is an incredibly trying time in the human experience, one filled with constant emotional turmoil, feeling of loss, instability and darkness. Sometimes the most insignificant event can spiral an individual into a dark night experience. Like the straw that broke the camel's back, Your soul has said enough is enough. It may seem as if the world may be ending, but just as night turns into day, it is a cycle of renewal. Now you are becoming more aware of the ego and how it comes into play with your emotions, your physical drive and motivation, and how others interact with you. Okay, it's gone a bit dark. Can we see if I can... Oh, there we are. Oh no, okay. That's better. You may feel as though you are clouded in darkness, feeling emotionally broken and helpless in your life, feeling alone and isolated, that the world is broken and lost. This lonely, dark space can be difficult to navigate if you have only a limited support network of close friends or family. Know that at any time you can reach out and talk to someone to shift through these challenges. Right now you may be experiencing feelings of deep depression, melancholy and sadness, that a part of you has been lost to the world, never to be seen or heard from again. However, this is far from the truth. Nothing is ever truly lost. We just outgrow our own surroundings, environment and personal interests. Like the earth cycle of the night, it is always darkest, just before the dawn. Know that you will be emerging soon with a new lease on life and greater understanding of who you are as an individual. View this time now as a purification of the senses and spirit. You must face hidden memories, concerns or stories that are lying beneath the surface if you wish to emerge enlightened, forever transformed by your experience. Stop and surrender to the universe. That's exactly what the Hierophant was doing here with the secrets. Okay, come back to light. Okay. So let me, I'm just going to reread that part because I spoke about the stories like passing down to grandchildren and being authentic and truthful and not fearing criticism. So like the earth cycle of the Nike, just do it. Okay. Like the earth cycle of the night, it is always darkest just before the dawn. Know that you will be emerging soon with a new lease on life and greater understanding of who you are as an individual. View this time now as a purification of the senses and spirit. You must face hidden memories, concerns or stories that are lying beneath the surface if you wish to emerge enlightened, forever transformed by your experience. Stop and surrender to the universe. The shadow aspect is a refusal to accept change, passive-aggressive. I picked up that here, with his fist being quite clenched. Fighting for control. Bring back some light. Let's get the rainbow effect in here. Never mind. Okay, I'm just going to give you the affirmation. I accept and create positive actions through the cycle of change. Okay. I accept and create positive actions through the cycle of change. I feel like the Divine Masculines just slid a little bit deeper into that dark. It's like, move on now. That's what it was like. I'm going to end, guys, on a, I want to end on a roomy. It's very galactical. Let's get this wrapped up. It's going to be a shorter one today, which is good. Oh, look how dark we've gone. Come on. I'll show you the card if we can have some light, please. We coming to light? Ah. The right choice. Can you even see what's on there? Stay close to those who know about the heart. Choose the shade of a tree that is in constant bloom. Don't meander aimlessly among the herb sellers and potion vendors. Go directly to the shop that sells nothing but sweets. Don't sit waiting by every boiling pot to have your plate filled. Not every boiling pot is cooking what you want. Not every sugar cane is filled with sugar. Not every down has an up. Not every eye has vision. And not every sea contains pearls. Rumi. Okay. Can we get this? Within you, I recognise my most trusted friend. Ah, we go back a long way to before that moment when time began. We knew each other then, even before time was born. So I say hello, my old and dear friend, so lovely for us to meet again. And I feel how your heart responds with a wave of love, for it is that love that is you, my most trusted friend. On the path of love, there is not so much wrong and right in the moral sense, so much as what is wrong or right for you. The mind cannot help so much here, only the heart can speak such truths. The mind may reject it, recoil, analyse, and find all the reasons why the simple truth, the right choice of the heart, cannot possibly work, and only lead to pain. That is what the mind does rather well. Actually. That's what the mind does rather well, actually. But it doesn't mean the right choice, the heart choice, becomes incorrect. It means rather that the heart has outsmarted the mind, and the mind will need to bow to the heart, even without understanding its sometimes impenetrable mysteries. Or one can choose to stay in inner conflict, fighting against the right choice, but eventually love will prevail and the way forward must be taken. So can you give up what you have planned, believed or decided? Let the heart wisdom that silently and constantly broadcasts its pure and true intention into the fertile womb of the universe lead the way instead. It will lead you along the right path, to the right house, where sits the right master for you. He grabs you in a bear hug and gently whispers into your ear, "What took you so long? I've been waiting for you since the day you were born. Now we are together. It's time for us to play." It is said that one man's meat is another man's poison. To base your choices on what others have chosen for themselves may end up killing you. Better... Sorry, nearly choked. Okay. Quite a strong statement. We've gone into darkness again. Come back, come back. Lights. No. Normally it adjusts. Come on. It's not going to play. Okay, let's reread this apart. Let's reread this apart. Let's see if we can change that. Change their mind. They might want to play. Okay. It is said that one man's meat is another man's poison. To base your choices on what others have chosen for themselves may end up killing you. Better to take your risks on the angel of your own heart, wise as that being is, and dance to your own heart rhythm instead. There may be fear if others seem to be dancing different steps, but beloved, you know that is just because every heart has its own unique rhythm, and yours doesn't want to waltz so much as to tango. So why not allow it to be thus, without fear or doubt? This oracle comes with a message for you. In your heart, you know what holds meaning for you. You may or may not have a grand vision to go along with that meaning as yet, but deep within, you know what it is without value and what holds value. Let's just reread that part, it didn't sound right coming out. Deep within, you know what is without value and what holds value for you. You were born with those values intact in your heart, and whatever confusion has arisen for you along the way is just where the values of others have transfused into your own blood. It is time for a transfusion of holy light into that blood to be cleansed and purified, restored to its integrity and filled with passion for what is rightfully yours, your unique passion and purpose. If you have been concerned about your path and what steps to take next, this oracle comes as an omen of good things headed your way. Clarity, reassurance, truth and revelation. Don't hold on to a belief system or vision if it appears to be tossed on its head. Let go of the way they will. Let things go. It's about letting go with the flow, isn't it? Okay. Let things go the way they will, and good fortune will prevail for you. That vision might actually have been upside down all this time, and suddenly able to right itself and be born for you, if allowed to topple. Or perhaps there is a more fulfilling version of your vision lurking in its remnants, to be scooped up by your soul with its hawk vision and eagle depthness. Trust that if you are being drawn away from a tantalising sweet shop, there is a more delicious array of confection just around the corner for you. So yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish soon when you raise the hand. It doesn't fucking hell. Seriously. Okay. So yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish. Oh, sheepish. You will be sheepish. Oh, fucking hell. I'm so sorry. Oh. We finished having the tantrum yet? So yes, have your tantrum if you must, but you will be sheepish soon when you realise the hand of the great beloved that removes is the same hand that bestows even greater gifts. Okay, let's do the sacred honour and ritual. It's too funny. Oh, where am I going with this? I don't know. Oh, we're still standing in the dark. Set your eyes upon this then. Okay. Whoa, it's transit again, isn't it? It's like you could get really lost in that. There's a lot of confusion going on, I feel, with today's energy. Okay, sacred honouring ritual, here we go. Turn the palms of your hands down towards the earth. Say aloud, with gratitude and trust, I realise that which is not rightfully mine. Open your hands upwards towards the sky. It doesn't say I realise, guys, come on. Okay. Turn the palms of your hands downwards towards the earth. I'm starting again here. Say aloud, with gratitude and trust, I release that which is not rightfully mine. Open your hands upwards towards the sky. Say aloud, I give thanks for the grace that is bestowed upon me now, as I accept my rightful divine inheritance. Stand with your hands in prayer at your heart and say aloud, I honour my heart wisdom. May my heart always be my leading light, showing me the way of grace. So be it. You have completed your honouring ritual, and I've completed this reading, guys. Have yourself a fantastic day. We're Monday today, aren't we? Monday the 30th. Okay. Woo! I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Until then, take care, much love, and bye for now.